Hello, Prairie Point Pioneers. This is Mr. Wachel with your September virtual staff meeting. This year, we will have a similar format where our classified staff meetings will be virtual. I always like to start with celebrations, and today's focus will be on our balanced scorecard. We have much to celebrate at Prairie Point. We're off to a great start, and it couldn't have happened without the help and support of each of you. From the custodians getting the school ready, keeping the hallways and classrooms clean, to Tara with the flexible classroom, to our amazing cafeteria staff, to our recess and supervisor staff, maintaining that level of support and consistency for the kids, to our aides, Brenda and Susie, who assist with the students' day-to-day actions, with Miss Best keeping all of our students healthy, making sure all of immunizations were current, to Melissa for trying a new push-in approach, Marla for providing that support to families and students, and to Robin and Linda for being the face when families come into the office. Thank you all for a great start to our year. It truly has been a great beginning. This month, I'd like to focus on our balanced scorecard to give you an idea of where we stand as a building, and this also might provide some information for you as you begin to look at creating your individual goals. The scorecard is broken into 4 categories: finance, academics, climate, and employee. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on finance because you can see where we are. And the main reason I'm not going to spend much time on finance is we don't have much at the building level. But we want to make sure that we are being financially responsible and have a high level of integrity with the funds that we use. The second category is academics, and you can see all the different categories. Our scores are represented by the colors here in blue, green, and yellow, and we have much to celebrate. There's a lot of growth, a lot of positive scorecard indicators in terms of academics, and I think that that's a huge testament to all of our staff members at Prairie Point who have worked hard to make sure that learning is the priority at Prairie Point. Some indicators are blank. For instance, average GPA and 21st skills assessment, and graduating or graduates attending college or vocational or military school, because they don't affect us at the elementary level. The third category is climate, and this is where I think a lot of what we can do as a support staff can help our students and families. You'll notice that we have lots of areas to celebrate. Percent of students with learning goals. These are survey results from either the students or families, and so this is the perception that they have of our building, and I think it's important for us to realize that. Some areas that I think we continue to look at and try to determine why we're not at that point. 70% of students say their needs are not being met. That's a student survey question. 79.8% of our parents say their child's needs are met, and 80% of students say they feel safe at school, and 74% of our students say that Prairie Point is a respectful, caring, and welcoming environment. So I challenge you to reflect on your role and see how we can improve some of those areas. Why do you feel that students' needs aren't being met? Or why do we think that students are saying their needs aren't being met? What can we do to help parents realize that their needs are being met at the building? If 80% of our students say they feel safe, what can we do about that other 20%? How can we reassure students that they are safe at school? And what ways are we making or creating that respectful, caring, and welcoming environment to all of our students? The final category in our scorecard is employee. And here these are survey results both from teachers or from the teachers and staff members, you can see that we have the first two categories, or the first one is percent of students saying teachers are good. That's 81.7%. We have high employee retention, and then employee engagement. It looks at a respectful and caring work environment, supporting student-centered learning, employee engagement, and teacher attendance. So as you're thinking about your goals, try to keep in mind some of these indicators, especially the ones that are in yellow or red, and reflect on what can I do as a Prairie Point Pioneer staff member to help increase the awareness that our teachers are good, or that we have a respectful caring work environment. What can I do in my role as a custodian, as a tech specialist, as a library media specialist aide, as a classroom aide, as a health aide, as office staff, as a lunchroom, any of our support staff? What can I personally do to influence some of these indicators? And those would be great examples for goals. If you have any questions about the balanced scorecard, please let me know. I'd be happy to go over in depth with you if you'd like. But hopefully this gives you an idea of some of the areas that we have to celebrate and also some of our focus areas for this upcoming year. I'd like to end the meeting with this slide because I think it's important to surround ourselves with happiness. And I thank you for always being there for the students. One of my favorite quotes is by Todd Whitaker, and it says, "The best part of being a teacher is that it matters. The hardest part of being a teacher is that it matters every day."